We procrastinate because it's either too boring or it's too much work. We only procrastinate on the things that we're not interested in. Because when you think about it, we work hard when it comes to playing video games. We try to become the best, and we'll spend hours working on becoming the best at that video game. But that's because we're interested in it. It's fun. It's not boring. The best way to stop procrastinating is to do things that interest us. For example, if you're trying to get a degree, you want to major in something that you're interested in, so you won't procrastinate on your assignments. You'll want to get it done because it's a topic that you want to learn, and you want to get a job that makes you happy. So you'll be motivated to do good at that job and climb higher. A big part of being happy is to get a job that we love, because that's something we're going to be doing for the majority of our life. And it's hard to be happy when you're spending all of your time on something that you don't enjoy doing. And sometimes to get us motivated, we have to be heading in the right direction. So when we look at our future, we can see that it's bright. And to know that we're heading in the right direction makes us want to work hard. By doing what you love gives you that confidence to do other things that you love. So you won't procrastinate and think, oh, I'll do it later. Doing a job that you love puts you in the right mindset and the right mood, and it will drive you to do even better. And most people get stuck in research mode, especially when they're hesitant to chase after their goals. They feel like they need to know everything before they can chase after their goals. But the problem is, you can never know everything. There's always more to learn. And most of the time, you can't learn everything by just doing research. Some things you learn through experience. You learn through trial and error. You can't be prepared for everything, but you can take precautions and you can prepare yourself the best that you can. But you shouldn't be hesitant, and you shouldn't get stuck in research mode. You can't learn how to drive a car just from someone telling you how to drive a car, or by researching how to drive a car. You have to physically drive the car to get better at it, to actually learn how to drive the car. And I think the main reason why we wait instead of chasing our goals is because we try to wait for the perfect opportunity. But there's no such thing as the perfect opportunity, because there will always be a reason that gets in the way of chasing your goals. And there will always be an excuse to not chase after your goals, because life will always have problems. And even when you solve one problem, another problem will come. So you could be thinking, once I solve this issue, then I'll be ready. But then once you solve that issue, another issue is going to appear. There will be another reason that will stop you from chasing after your goals. So the best opportunity is now. Right now is the best time to chase after your goals, especially if you feel stuck. Especially if you're not living the life that you want to live and you don't feel happy, then right now is the time for you to be happy, because you deserve to be happy. But to get what we want, we have to earn it. We have to work for it. Nobody can give us the life that we want to live. We have to make it happen. And I get it, sometimes it's difficult. Sometimes we're just not dealt the best hand. We look at what everyone else has. We think to ourselves, they're only successful because they had this or they had that. But let's not focus on that. Let's focus on the things that we do have. Let's focus on our capabilities. How are we going to get to where we want to be with the cards that we were dealt? How can we make the best move to get there? What steps can I take to get there? Because we may not be the most talented person, but we can figure it out. We can make it happen. But we need to get out of our comfort zone, because by staying in our comfort zone, we're going to stay exactly where we are. Although it's the comfort zone in the short term, but in the long term, it's what's making us uncomfortable. We're not happy. It's not comfortable being stuck where we don't want to be. We have to get out of our comfort zone to chase after our goals so we can live the life that we want to live. Some of us, we struggle with finding a relationship. We struggle to get a girlfriend. Perhaps we're not the best looking, but that doesn't mean we can't find love. You've seen average guys with beautiful women, so you know it's possible. They weren't dealt the best hand, but they they still made it happen. They figured it out. They found a way. You ever talk to someone that you didn't think was attractive, but then the more you talk to them, the more you start to think, oh, they're kind of cute, or wow, she's beautiful. They become more attractive the more you get to know them because they have such a great personality. So a lot of the times, we focus on the wrong things. We focus on what we don't have instead of thinking about what we do have and how we can make the best of the situation that we're in. But it starts with getting out of our comfort zone. And we have to stop procrastinating because a lot of times we're scared to fail or we're scared to get rejected. But you never know until you try. Think about when you had to go to your first job interview. You were nervous. It was uncomfortable, but you did it anyways because you need a job to pay your bills, to buy food. So you got out of your comfort zone. Finding the right relationship is like finding the right job. Sometimes you have to go through thousands of rejections before you find a job that likes you. In life, a lot of the rules are the same. Just like you have to keep trying and keep going when you get rejected from a job. You have to keep trying and keep going when you face rejection from girls, when you're looking for the right relationship. But we shouldn't let the fear of rejection or the fear of failure stop us. We shouldn't let fear hold us back from living the life that we want to live. And I understand how difficult it can be to navigate through life, go through all these obstacles, but we just have to keep going, no matter how difficult it gets. And yes, it's not easy. The best thing to do is to get things done as soon as you can, especially if you're an overthinker. You already have so much on your mind. By getting it done, there's one less thing that you have to think about. You know, a lot of times we overthink, but it's because we procrastinate. We think about how difficult something is. We think about how difficult it will be to get it done. But when we actually do it, and when we get it done, we realize it's not that bad. A lot of times, our mind exaggerates problems. We have a lot of exaggerated thoughts. We think about how difficult something is, but in reality, it's not as difficult as we thought. Think about the things that you do without overthinking. You feel a lot better, and you don't overthink because you got it done. But it's the things that you hesitate on, that you don't get done, that you want to procrastinate on. Those are the things that make you overthink. And when you get it done, you realize it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that hard. And you realize that you were just overthinking. Imagine if you walk through life without ever overthinking. You think, but you don't think too much. If you want to get something done, you just get it done. Imagine how happy you would be. Sometimes you're stuck working a job that you don't enjoy, but you're comfortable at that job. You might doubt your capabilities and be nervous about getting a new job that you will enjoy because it's a new environment. It's not something that you're used to. You might be nervous about the job interview or about doing the job. You think you could do the job, but then in the back of your mind, you question if you can really do the job. You think about, what if you don't do it right? You might get fired. So you stay comfortable doing a job that you don't enjoy. But sometimes you just have to believe in yourself and be confident in your capabilities, especially if you want to work at a job that makes you happy, something that you enjoy doing, something that doesn't feel like work, something that makes you want to get up in the morning because you're actually doing something that you enjoy. You know, life has its difficulties, but you will get there. Every hardship, every failure, every obstacle, everything that you've dealt with so far in this life, it's just a lesson. Every relationship that didn't work out, you learn from, and you become better for your next relationship. It gets you ready for the person that you were meant to be with. All of you will get there. You just have to keep going. Don't procrastinate. Get it done now, because there will always be something that comes up and you'll just end up having more work to do. So just get things done so you don't feel overwhelmed. The happiness that you want is outside of your comfort zone. You have to understand that we only have so much mental stamina. Sometimes we push back the things we need to get done and play video games instead, or watch TV instead. And by the time we get to our priorities, we're too mentally drained. We're too tired to actually do it. Just think about when you go on vacation or you had a fun weekend and you feel tired. You feel like you need another day off, even after getting back from vacation or having a fun weekend. It's not just work that makes us tired. Even having fun makes us tired. So it's best to get the things that we need to get done first. Then we can have fun without having anything else on our mind. And when we're having fun, we're actually having fun. We're not thinking about work. We're not thinking about our problems. We're not thinking about what we need to get done when we come back from vacation. Life is a balance, and we need to find a balance where we work hard and have fun, but we need to think about the best approach, which is to work hard, then have fun. That way we don't get overwhelmed.